This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
Do you want some headphones?
Yay!
I'm going to go for these headphones.
These are better, but you're...
Can I just say, the start of the podcast recently have been really slapdash... Sloppy.
Okay.
Sloppy Joes. And so I want this to be... What's wrong?
Oh, my knee's just...
Well, you're old. So I want the start of this podcast to be...
What?
Oh, you're such a cheese. I want the start of this podcast to be like proper professional, like a proper BBC podcast. Okay.
So maybe don't hit record yet.
Okay.
Hit record now.
Stop breathing.
This is serious.
People look at me as a figure of influence. I'm a mover and a shaker.
Okay.
So hit record now.
Go.
This will be the bit.
Hello, welcome to the Iain Lee BBC Three Counties Radio podcast. This is the best bits of my weekly daily show. Got the bit out. Let me do it again.
Okay, hit record now.
Edit point.
Hang on, Kath. Shh.
Hi, my name's Iain Lee. For goodness sakes.
Can you hear? Are they coming out both sides?
Better.
Hi, my name's...
Hit record now.
Hi, my name's Iain Lee. Well done for downloading the...
I don't think you sound real. You sound a bit...
I sound professional, mate.
Like you're doing that voiceover
Yeah. Be yourself. Tell it to me. Who are you? Talk to me. Like I'm your mate. Just pretend. Hit record now. Go.
Hi, my name's Iain Lee. Well done. You've downloaded the best of the Iain Lee show. For goodness...
Why are you doing a voiceover of a film?
Because this is the BBC. Justin, what's the fella's name? The young lad. Justin was on 5 Live this week. I've been chasing the 5 Live dollar for the last 10 years of my career. He gets straight on there by being a massive plum. So I'm going to get a proper job off the back of this podcast.
By being a massive plum.
Hi, you've downloaded the Iain Lee Best of BBC Three Counties Radio podcast. These are the best bits from my daily show, 6 to 9 on BBC Three Counties Radio.
It's not really daily, though, because you don't do weekends here. Just say...
Let's start...
Do you want to do it, Kath?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Hi, this is the Iain Lee podcast. You know what you're going to get. Let's start the podcast with a call from Ken in Sandy.
Oh, she's so good.
Ken's in Sandy. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning.
What have you got? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear Kenneth. Good morning to you.
And many more.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. So say all of us. And so say all of us. And so say all of us. Oh, for he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us.
I can certainly hear that.
And that was Ken's call. I've decided to take this time to really show off our award-winning show. The next
Flu clips.
Do you want to do this bit as well, Kath?
Oh.
We've decided to take this time to really show off our award-winning show. The next few clips you'll hear have been carefully selected to paint a picture to you, dear podcaster, of what Iain's show on Three Counties Radio really is like. Really, in italics. He talks about the issues that really affect him. Issues he knows that you can all relate to.
Like massage parlours.
Like massage
parlours.
Like...
Massage parlours.
Hey, my massage pants...
Pants? How posh.
My massage pants certainly came into their own at the weekend. I put them on. You right?
Yeah.
And I went and had a... You right, Kels?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong? I went and had a cracking... literally a cracking massage with some Thai lady at the weekend. An hour, 50 quid. Oh, it hurt. It didn't half hurt. The thing is, I'm always aware, and I was wearing my massage pants, although they let me down a little. The massage pants are supposed to grip the leg. Because my legs are so skinny, there was still an opportunity for the soldiers to leave the barracks. They didn't. They didn't. They were at ease. But
Did you do the whole bit where she puts your arm back?
Oh, yeah.
And cracks it.
Yeah. She was doing amazing things. She walked on me. Oh, it was fantastic. But I'm always aware.
She walked on you?
Yeah, mate.
So she climbed onto the bed and then just walked on you?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Well, she knows what she's doing.
fell off.
They know what they're
She
doing.
could have fallen off. I hope she took the appropriate safety precautions.
Yeah, well, she made sure that the stilettos were well balanced.
Is she wearing a harness?
Now, but I'm always aware in those situations that this is purely a massage experience, and
Yes.
I don't want them to think I'm expecting other issues to be divulged, other preparations.
Yeah, we get what you're saying.
I'm
Yeah.
So I was trying to make non-sexually threatening noises.
Wow, you don't make any noises. There's a clue.
No, because that would imply you're nervous because you're building up to the question. So when she's like, she's pulling...
You're going, oh yeah. Is that what you're doing? Because that's
no,
a bit off-putting.
these are the noises I was making. Tell me if you think these are in any way sexually intrusive. Oi. Hang on. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Oh, yeah, that is the spot. Yes. Go back there. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's great. Thank you. Now, that implies... I'm trying to treat her with respect.
That implies that you love her.
Those aren't my love noises. My love noises are...
Okay, let's move on.
I also conduct scientific on-air sexperiments, like this one.
On air.
Sexperiments?
Nope.
Like this one.
Say it properly.
Like this one. Colin.
Yes,
Are you near your wireless set?
I am.
Right. Now, Catherine, flirt with Colin.
Colin.
Hello,
Right.
darling. Hang on, I've got to turn it up. 'Cause I'm a good
When you get old,
boy,
you've got to do that.
see.
There
Yeah.
you are.
She's a big girl now. She can change herself.
Colin, be quiet. Don't say anything. Good morning. Now, turn your radio on again, you plum.
Oh. Well, I thought that creates feedback.
Yeah, the Larson effect.
The Larson effect, yeah.
The Larson effect.
The Larson effect.
The Larson
The
effect.
Larson
Right,
effect.
it's on.
No, keep quiet, Colin. The Larson effect.
The Larson effect.
The Larson effect.
Morning, Ian. Morning, Ian. How are you, Ian? I'm good, Ian. Psychedelic. There we go, that's what
Mr.
happened.
Barbalina, Mr.
Barbalina.
Mr. Barbalina, Mr. Barbalina, China Clipper calling Alameda.
But we didn't have trouble with you.
We've got trouble with you, Colin. You're gone. On the show, I'm always coming up with new, innovative, fresh ideas, totally all by my total self, without no one's help. I'm brilliant. Hey, I've got an idea for a feature. You know how we were talking about we haven't got any features on the show?
Yeah.
And we
like
should
the,
have...
like the 4 for 4 and all that.
Yeah, we should have one. Boiled
Morning.
beef.
Boil's beef.
Well, it's either...
Boiling point.
That is brilliant!
Ian, do you want to say it so it's like you said it? So it's
What?
like you came up with it, so it's
Oh,
your
yeah.
idea.
We haven't got any features, and we were talking
Yeah.
last week we haven't got any features.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we need the 4x4.
Yeah, well, I've got one.
Yeah.
Go on then.
The boiling point.
That's
It's
great.
rubbish, isn't it?
Well,
So basically, it's... Boyle has beef, and she reaches beefy boiling point. Beefy's boiling point with Ian Botham. You're not in it anymore, Kath. Sorry, it's Ian Botham and his
Good.
Kadang. They get beef, and he
I
reaches,
don't want to think about that.
Ian Botham reaches boiling
Let me
point.
just stop being burnt onto my eyeballs.
08459 455 555. Now, this new feature is called Beef with Boyle, and if you've got beef with Boyle, give us a call now and tell us exactly what your beef is, and you can have it off with have it out with her.
Goodness me. That's worse than a feature we used to do when I was the Milton Keynes reporter. Some bright spark decided we'd play a game.
You can have it out with her.
Listen to this one. Phil Boyle's box.
Who's Phil Boyle?
I had to go out with an empty box and get it filled by the end of the morning. We played it once. I was uncomfortable with it.
What sort of stuff did you get?
Pen, a comb, mouth organ, I think.
Not only that, but I make up jokes. I share them with you, and you and my team have to hold your stomach in for fear of bursting with so much laughter. I'm laughing just thinking about all the good times I've given you. Ha 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 ha, good times. Ha 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 ha, that you wouldn't have had. Ha 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 ha, without me. Here's a clip. It's going to be another good time for you to keep and cherish and maybe tell your grandchildren about in years to come if we're not all wiped out by a nuclear war or Ebola.
Wow.
Researchers say that 3/4 of adults fear that others are having a better time, and 1/3 of us like to spice things up when asked how our weekends went.
Why don't they just have a fun weekend?
Oh, because it's too much hassle to have a fun
I can't be bothered
weekend.
normally. To be honest, before this weekend I was really miserable about it, but actually it was all right once I got out. Yeah.
The papers are full of it today. The Mail really is just someone's obviously just sat down and stuck
Sicked
a
up
pen
some
up their
news.
backside and just written with their bum.
If they are short on stories, do they just make the font bigger?
Yeah, the fonts.
The font's bigger.
So
and
you
they
get really
bigger
big fonts.
pictures.
Hey, you know, here's a joke I've not told for 22 years. Let's
Go
see
on.
if I can remember it.
Go on.
Do you know what... Do you know what Swansea is short for?
Little legs.
Exactly. No, do you know what Swansea is short for? You know Swansea in Wales?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's short for?
No.
Well, it used to be called... Just remember this joke. I wrote this joke. Do you know what Swansea is short for?
No, I don't, Ian.
So you can reach the keys. No. Do you know what Swansea is short
No.
for?
Little legs.
Do you know what Swansea is short for?
No.
It used to be called Arthur Swanzarelli, but it was so cool it shortened its name to Swansea.
And the joke is...
Oh,
Is there more?
so is it because of the little legs?
Because Fonzie, Arthur Fonzarelli,
Yeah.
and so now he's so cool. He should...
It's like a little Italian-American
Right, I
man.
don't
I don't
get
see
it.
what that's got to do with Wales.
Because Swansea, Swansea used to be called Arthur Swanzarelli, but it's so cool it shortened its name to Swansea.
It's not, though, is it, really? I mean, it's all right.
I don't get it.
Have you been to Swansea?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
okay.
I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. And I don't like it very much. Oh no, he swallowed my toe, he swallowed my toe. Oh gee, he's up to my knee, he's up to my knee. Oh fiddle, he's reached my middle, he's reached my middle. Oh heck, he's up to my neck, he's up to my neck. Oh dread, he's swallowed my...
You can do it right now, please.
Kelly did a funny joke.
Why did the lion get lost?
Don't know. Why did the lion get lost?
Jungle is massive.
It was better when you did it before.
Why?
Because jungle is massive!
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to laugh at your jokes, though, because my joke, one that I wrote myself, it's an original, that's genuinely...
Your joke was more of a sentence that didn't really go anywhere.
You're a sentence that doesn't go anywhere.
Oh.
You're
It's getting
not-
nasty.
You're getting nasty.
getting personal.
You're getting nasty.
Oh.
Personal.
You're personal.
You're too personal.
You're far too personal.
You are a sentence that's going nowhere. Balls. I think it's safe to say, dear listener, that you're now hooked. Yeah, I'm like a heroin dealer. I've given you that good stuff for free, and now I'm going to start charging you for the rubbish stuff, and you won't be able to say no, even if you wanted to.
I hate it when he goes off script.
Yeah.
He always brings drugs into it, and that's not what I write about.
Anyway, if you do call 08459 455 555 for a gentle natter, make sure you've got your facts right. Unlike this guy, as I like to call him, Mr. Fact Wrong. Jenny Winder, the headmistress of Elstow School, we just heard her speaking to Justin. She didn't want to give reasons for why she was going away. She said it's her private life. So why should she tell us? Why should she tell us why she's taking time off in term? Catherine, why should she tell us?
Well, Pan Houghton Regis says, why can't parents refuse to give a reason like the head teacher using private life? Also, there are 2 term times coming up for her to go on holiday. Why does she not go out of term time, I think is what he's trying to say.
It's a good argument, isn't it? You know, if the parents have to give a reason, so why shouldn't she?
From the sound of it, she's pretty strict with the parents. That kind of lets her down in this one, I think.
Your kids go to Elstow School, give us a call, 08459 455 555. How difficult have you found it to get time off? David's in Hitchin. Morning, David.
Good morning.
What would you like to say?
She's only doing her job.
What going to the, she's paid to go to the Caribbean?
No, don't go about the Caribbean bit. That's just a cop-out. If I hadn't been on holiday for 14 years, I think she, considering the profession that she's chosen to do, she deserves to go away.
And where did you find out that she hadn't been on holiday for 14 years? Because we don't have that information.
No, you just said it earlier.
No,
you just said it. No, you did. I heard it. That's why I don't know the woman.
No, we didn't say it. We said she's
when you record it, you mentioned something about she hadn't been on holiday for many years.
No, didn't say that. David,
off track.
No, we're not going. No, this is the track. The Caribbean, the holidays that she has or has not taken, they are the track. No, we said she'd worked at the school for 14 years. At no point have we said she's not had a holiday.
Worked at the school for sorry, I thought you. Okay, all right, take back what I said then. Anyway, point is, I think considering she is told what to do by government, every head in the country and teacher is controlled. It's not parents seem to think that teachers are the making all these decisions on everything. They're only following what they have to do. And I think it's pretty unfair the way it's probably been penciled out. Her private life, I can understand why she was a bit shirty with...
Yeah, but why... parents have to justify why they take their kids out of school, even for a day.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
But
they're there for an education.
Well, she's there to manage the school.
Yeah, but we don't know the circumstances. Yeah, but you don't know the circumstances. Ian, listen.
And to set an example.
You don't know the circumstances of what she's really gone.
No,
it might be very obvious.
Well, we don't. But that's what I'm saying. No. The parents have to justify why they go. So in some respects, surely she should.
But yes, they do. The parents do, because at the end of the day, their children are there for education. And that's what they've chosen to take the children to school to have an education, and there has to be some rules. You can't have kids just hopping out left, right, and centre.
David. So you're agreeing with me. There have to be some rules, and examples have to be set. And it could be argued that Mrs. Winder is setting a very poor example. She's setting the example that you can take time off in term and not give a reason for it, and that's okay to do.
Well, but maybe we should be having this discussion tomorrow when we do know the truth. Now, it turns out that she's just having a jolly, that everybody seems to be happily wanting to accuse her of, then we might have this discussion tomorrow and be right.
I don't know if you're listening to the same show as us, David, because that's the second thing you've said that's not accurate.
Well, I've come in. Well, I don't normally hear you first thing in the morning. I'm normally somewhere else, but I caught it, so I thought I'd ring in.
I'm glad you've had it.
I've obviously made the conversation a bit more interesting at the moment, haven't I?
In your opinion, David.
No. I'm married to a teacher, so I can understand where the profession is coming from.
Aha! You should have declared an interest at the start, sir.
Well, I thought the young lady I spoke to might have highlighted you on that one.
No, not at all. The way I like to do this, David, is I like to have a conversation. I have the bare minimum of information because I like to have a conversation.
I do apologise because JBS is a nosy Parker and he normally has everything before he even talks to him. So there you go.
That's his
nice
style.
To hear you at the other end of the scale.
I like to have...
I'm married to a teacher and the bottom line is...
So you're saying that if she's off on a jolly, it's inappropriate, and if there are more serious reasons for it, then it's appropriate?
There could be, yeah, because obviously I think you'll find that every teacher head, anybody in the teaching profession is completely stressed out with this whole industry, if you want to call it an industry.
So a week off in the Caribbean should soothe their nerves?
I wouldn't mind going there.
No, nor would I.
I wouldn't mind going there. It's a nice time to go, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently so, David. Apparently so. Best time to go. A little bit cheaper as well. Oh, dear. Thank you, David. No, I get... Shall I explain the way this works, dear listener? I get little notes on my screen, and all it said on my screen was, call that teacher, Fader 1, David in Hitchin, on Winder's side. And that's kind of all I like. because I like to have a conversation and get it out. You may tell more stuff to Kelly or Catherine, and that's fine. And sometimes if they think it, they might put more information on my screen. For example, next caller, kids, Fader 2, Annie and Bushy. Furious about your too many kids comment. She has 2 but is 1 of 10. Let's find out why she's furious. Morning, Annie.
Oh, I tell you, I'm really, really upset with you this morning.
It says furious on my screen. Are you furious?
I am, and you've put off my Parkinson's because I'm so annoyed at you.
I've done what to your Parkinson's?
You set off my Parkinson's.
Well,
this morning.
no, with the greatest respect, Ali, I've not set off your Parkinson's.
Well, you got me so annoyed. Now, listen, don't start interrupting. Don't be rude like you always are to everybody.
You just accused me of setting off your Parkinson's, which is absolute nonsense.
My mother had 10 children.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Which one did
you? Dear? No one else had to keep money. My mother and father.
Which one did she love the most?
None of us. We were all loved equally.
I don't believe that.
Well, that's your opinion.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But you see, the thing is, you're always moaning about your sister doesn't do this and your sister. So listen, we looked after our mother. We loved
Never
our
moaning
mother.
about my sister. I love my sister.
My father and my mother were the only two that we didn't have to depend on anybody else. And we were well fed and everything else. And you have really, really annoyed me this morning. You should keep them sort of opinions to yourself and find out what other people are like and what their families are like. We were all treated exactly the same.
You're right. You're right, Annie. You're right. We shouldn't express opinions that are different to yours, should we?
No, not just mine, dear, because you don't let anybody else have another opinion.
Well, I'm letting you talk, Annie.
Oh, that makes a damn change, doesn't it? I'm really furious with you. I really am. My mother loved every one of us exactly the same, and all my friends that I went to school with. They were all big families and exactly the same, and there was no trouble. We never had a policeman to our door, and I had 4 brothers, and there were 6 girls.
I don't quite understand what the police point has to do with anything, but...
We were all brought up properly and loved.
There's a problem.
Properly and loved.
There's a problem, isn't there, with overcrowding in this country, and it's Bill Oddie.
Well, we didn't live in this country.
Annie,
we lived in Ireland, and no one had to pay for it.
Annie, you're accusing me of not letting people speak, and yet that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, but it makes a change, doesn't it, Ian?
You're right. It makes a change to have a rude woman on the phone. It's Bill Oddie that has put forward the opinion that we're having too many kids in this country, and we should have a limit on it. I'm assuming you disagree with that.
No, I don't disagree with that. Not now. I'm 75.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting you have any more.
No, I'm 75, and that was in a different time. But all right, now people are having babies, and they're not even married, and they're having from one man, another man, and so on.
Well, hang on, the marriage. What's the okay. Annie, you're doing what you've accused me. You're making judgments about their families. What's it got to do whether they're married or not?
No, but what I'm saying is, when my mother and father were married, and
what's the marriage thing got to do with it?
It was them two that brought us up, and they paid for everything for us, and we were all loved exactly the same.
I get it. So as long as your opinion is right and everybody else's is wrong.
No, I'm just saying it's not everybody who is unloved. We were definitely loved.
Go and have a cup of tea and calm down. Can I tell you my favourite joke?
Is it good?
Well, you can decide whether you keep it in the podcast or not. I think it's a true story. I heard Barry Cryer tell this, okay?
Is it about Viagra?
If you don't hear the joke now, it means it's rubbish and has been taken out of the podcast.
Or it means it's rude. Barry Cryer told it on Radio 4.
Is it about Viagra?
No.
Can you get it over the table? Oh, no, can you get it over the counter? Viagra.
No. So, there was a court...
Depends if I take it off.
There was a court case.
Jamaica.
Right? Oh, Jakarta. Singapore? No, he's very wealthy. There's a court case, right? And
this doesn't sound funny.
The judge is an old man. He's a little bit out of touch with technology. It's a court case in the late 80s, right? And the lawyer for the defendant goes... The judge says, I'd like to see this... talking about this document. I'd like to see this document, please. And the lawyer for the defendant goes, I'm terribly sorry, Your Honour. I haven't brought the document with me. And the judge goes, oh, it was awful. And the lawyer goes, fax it up? And the judge goes, yes, it does a bit.
And the joke was...
I'm going to leave it in for his own humiliation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Thanks. Do you want to do the next bit, Kath? Because
I really do.
Fax it up.
Yeah, okay.
Here's some stuff for us.
Tuesday, the second day of the week. That's a reference which you'll get later on in this pod.
Morning. We're all feeling a little bit sparky. Full of spunk this morning, aren't we, girls? Aren't we?
Always.
Always. Catherine, what are you doing? Are you doing your homework?
I'm just looking at this very long letter. We're going to be perusing in just a few minutes' time.
That's right, guys. We're going to be perusing a letter live on air.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's nothing you can do about it.
What are you going to do about it? Oh, they've switched over. Bye. Lots on the show this morning, including Hemel Hangover continues. There's a woman in Wendover Woods. And isn't it windy? Isn't it windy, Kels?
It's windy.
Isn't it windy, Kath?
Yeah.
So windy.
Very leafy.
Very, very leafy. If you want to take part in the show, well, you know. 08459 455 555.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
So when a kid's watching a film that's not scary and they tell you that it's scary, I mean, how many times are you allowed to slap them?
You were watching Bug's Life, right?
I was watching A Bug's Life.
It's boring, it's not scary.
Boring, correctamundo. Boring. You got like 88% on Xbox.
I didn't even care about those ants. I don't care.
They're only ants.
Wait.
Put boiling water on them.
Wait.
Kels.
Is this your youngest or eldest?
Youngest.
And is he scared of ants?
No, he loves ants. It was the grasshoppers he was scared of.
Yeah.
Although my eldest came in, he went, actually, they're not grasshoppers, they're crickets. In your face, Pixar!
Yeah. But he should have stuck it out because they got served in the end.
Yeah.
But it is dull.
But
so.
it wasn't scary, the bit he was saying. It's scary. Oh, how old are you? I'm 2. Well, you might have an excuse then.
My eldest, when she was about 2, bailed on Scared Shrekless. Have you seen that?
No.
It's like a pastiche of all these different horror movies in a Shrekky kind of way. But the bit she was scared of wasn't even a scary bit. It was just the gingerbread woman starting to be slightly weird.
Our kids are just personify the problem with Britain today. Really, lily-livered. They're cowardly. They're babies, and his focus is just appalling.
They're under 7.
Oh, it's. I don't see them going out and working, trying to get us out of this blooming situation.
My 3-year-old has just been lolling about for the past 3 years. What has she done for me, actually?
Laughing out loud?
Lolling.
Oh, okay.
No,
traditional lolling.
Actual lolling,
wow.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes she won't even wake up. All afternoon. Just lazy.
What can we do with Broken Britain and the broken kids of Broken Britain? 08459 455 555. The Sun really is doing the story that everybody should be doing, and hats off to the Sun. The Sun often gets knocked and mocked, but they're doing proper journalism
Is that the
today.
exploding boobs on page 1?
It's not the exploding boobs, mate, and this is actually a very serious story, so just rein it in a little bit, because otherwise we'll appear insensitive.
Go.
It's day 2 of Sex Week, and you're all at it, everywhere. Ski lifts, bouncy castles, JD Sports roof, bonkers places, Brits are bonking.
Bouncy castles?
You wouldn't get any purchase.
Take your shoes off.
Hannah Duckett, 19. She's a transcriber from Cambridge.
Shouldn't be any adults on a bouncy castle, by the way. I know.
As long as they got their shoes off.
Kicked off enough.
Oh, I always get on the bouncy castle. Oh, Mum always. He's only little. Can I go on? He's only little. Well, yeah, go on, but no other. Get in there. I'm flinging him about. Hannah Duckett, 19, a transcriber from Cambridge. A stranger's shed. A stranger's shed? Have you got no respect, Hannah Duckett? Transcribe this. It was small and quite uncomfortable.
Splinter Hazard.
Rachel Moody, 30, model. I've seen a picture, I don't think so. Oh, look at me, Steve Allen from Leeds.
Oh.
A horse box. A horse box. You know what horses do in horse boxes? We were unloading the horses after being to a show when we realised there was no one around. That's a prerequisite for having it away. Oh, there's no one around. The number 69 bus.
No.
Jack Bridlington,
I don't
you've
believe
made that up. Here we go. This is now Alex Green, 21, pizza delivery driver, Plymouth. In a public lavatory by a beach in Cornwall.
Oh, romance.
Yeah, but, no, and you may laugh, but then he says, not the disabled one, the regular one. So that meant
principles.
Anybody, it's got principles.
Wow. Honestly, you guys really are romantic.
Up a tree in a graveyard and on a roof, to name a few, says
Up
Jack
a tree?
Bishop.
Up a tree? Like a baboon?
How do you... Oh, this is disgusting. This is Jack Bishop, 20. He's a horse management student.
What?
A
horse management?
What, you studying? Horse management?
Or is he a horse that's studying management?
The strangest place is probably in a jacuzzi All right, your own private jacuzzi. No, at Plymouth Pavilion swimming pool.
Filth.
I get in the jacuzzi in swimming pools.
Filth.
My little boy loves it in there.
It just backs us up. The only people who like hot tubs and jacuzzis are perverts.
And this... OK, two more. The butterfly section of London's Natural History Museum. I hate that. I can't even walk in there. And listen to Brett Hayward. He's 22. He's a business student from Birmingham. And it just says a lot about students... Brummies and Brett Hayward and his girlfriend.
And men and women.
In Weatherspoons. I got my girlfriend a few drinks. Get this, girls. I got my girlfriend a few drinks, then bet her a tenner she wouldn't do it in the toilets. She did.
So basically, he gave her a tenner.
Oh, dear.
That's 2 more drinks.
Oh, dearie me.
Crikey bobs, honestly.
Oh, listen to Thomas Ling. Thomas Ling, he's 20... This is horrible. I'm sorry if you're listening. This will get some people. I don't care. Thomas Ling, 22, he's a sales rep from Worcestershire. On a train station platform once, but my first time was in my school toilets. I've had sex in McDonald's toilets as well. Oh, for goodness sakes. Can we go and put all of these people down?
He really likes the smell of rim block, doesn't he? What about this one? Bus driver who threw gay couple off for kissing.
Oh.
This time the boys.
Here we go.
A gay couple were reportedly thrown off a bus when the driver saw them kissing. Watched them kissing. Transport chiefs are investigating after Jack James, 23, said he and his partner were subjected to a volley of abuse.
And let me get this right. There's 2 gay fellas on this bus, they're having a kiss, and the bus driver tossed them off?
No. They were chatting away when my partner, says James, gave me a peck on the lips.
Right.
The bus driver shouted, "Hey, you two! Don't do that on my effing bus, or you can get off. I don't want to watch that."
Well, how would he be watching it? He'd have to turn around. So at what point did he toss them off?
Mr James of Greenwich, South East London, told the Evening Standard that they could not believe the driver's comments were directed at them, adding, "When the bus stopped at our stop, I politely asked if he was talking to us. His reply was, 'Yeah, it's my bus, it's my rules, and if I don't want to watch it, that's disgusting. Get off the bus.' And he told us we were not real men and we should F off."
Is it like black cab drivers, that the bus drivers own their own buses?
I think maybe this bus driver was the owner of the company and he was just driving, or maybe he was being overly officious.
Blimey. Justin Dealey is a respected reporter on BBC Three Counties Radio.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't a joke.
He's even done stuff for 5 Live. Listen to how he starts a report. Take note, media students. That's Haim?
Haim. I think that's Haim. Ask Kelly.
I'll ask Kelly.
That's Haim.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She corrected me.
It's about Haim.
It's not,
what Haim
because I
is it?
think Corey
That's
Haim, but it's nothing to do with Corey Haim.
Let's name their albums. It's about Haim.
Yep.
What Haim is it? Supper Haim.
Haim, you went home.
MC Hammer Haim.
Turn Back Haim. That's their greatest
Haim,
hits.
Forever Blowing Bubbles.
Haim on top of the world, looking down on creation.
The only explanation I can see.
Whoa. Got the words wrong.
That's not theirs. Haim. Looking through you.
Got any just?
Haim to eat. I'm hungry. Hey, that was a great track. That is what I describe as a turntable hit. Great stuff.
I don't know what that means.
It means it sounds great on the radio. Doesn't have to be a big hit single, but for me, that's a great radio hit, a turntable hit.
Isn't it deliciously retro?
It's beautiful.
No one says time to eat.
No, they don't.
They say supperheim. Or dinnerheim if you're... Or teaheim if you're common.
Teaheim, yeah, I'm common. Anyway.
Hang on.
Haim.
What Haim is it?
We've done that one.
What's the Haim, Mr. Wolf? Not done that one. That's their kids' album.
Supperheim.
We did Supperheim.
That's the answer to what's the Haim, Mr. Wolf.
I'm feeling Haim.
What?
Hmm?
Eh?
I don't know.
Haim to go home?
I think it's... guys, I think it's Haim we carried on with this. Justin, Barton le Clay. We are uncovering Barton le Clay this week in Home with the Big Tour. What have you got for us, boss?
Yes, celebrating Barton le Clay. I've been to Barton, the home of our big tour this week. I've been asking people what Barton le Clay is famous for. Here's what people had to say, boss.
Geezer from Iain Lee Show. How you doing? What's Barton le Clay famous for?
Virtually nothing, I should think.
Who starts a report like this? The BBC. You can't start Giza, Giza, unless you're in like Greenland and you're reporting on a geyser that's about to erupt.
Or in Egypt near the Great Pyramids.
Apart from that, those are the only times you can start a report with Giza.
I did wonder whether the bloke's name was Geezer.
And even then, you wouldn't start it with Giza. You'd say, I'm stood in the Antarctic and we're waiting for a geyser to explode, to spout off. Or the Egypt one you said. Yeah. You would never go, Giza!
I love how the guy he's speaking to doesn't even sound like a geezer.
No.
He sounds like a stand-up member of society.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
Let's pummel Justin with our fists.
Okay.
Or with his own idiocy like this.
Geezer?
Yes.
There you go. Geezer? 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 Hi. Geezer? Yeah. Geezer? I think we get the message. Geezer? Geezer? Time to go. Geezer? Geezer? Geezer, 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 Geezer. Sounds good. Good production. Geezer, 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 Geezer. Do you remember earlier in the podcast when Kath actually said this? Here's some stuff for us.
Tuesday, the second day of the week. That's a reference which you'll get later on in this pod.
Well, here's the point when you get the reference. It's like time travel, but for your ear. The beginning of the week is Monday. That's the day after the weekend. Let me look at my calendar on my iPhone.
Why did you rustle paper there?
It's a paper iPhone. It's the new iPhone 7 that you've probably not seen because you're not in with the big stars such as the
Richard Madeley,
girl who does the cooking, Lisa Faulkner, and Keith Lemon. Yeah, it's Monday. Well, here's Pam talking out of her Pam hole.
How on earth could Monday be the first day of the week?
Let me think about it, because that's when the week starts.
Oh, yes. And how long since iPhone been invented?
I guess the first iPhone came out. I remember my friend showing me one. We were in a pub, and I remember leaving the pub, and I knocked a glass over. It was so embarrassing. I'm going to say 7. I'm going to say 7 years, Pam, but I don't know if that's accurate. I could ask Siri.
Sunday is the first day of the week.
And you've proved that because the iPhone is only 7 years old.
Yes.
That's not the best. That's not the best legal argument, is it?
It is. What's your proof?
Well, no, your proof is that iPhones are only 7 years old, you silly sausage. That's not proof. What makes you think that Sunday is the first day of the week?
Because I know it.
Right, here we go.
There you go, there's your Ev.
I wish you were my lawyer. In fact, I'm glad you're not. But, all right, let's go back to God, yeah?
Yes.
Right. On the seventh day, he rested. So you're telling me the seventh day was Saturday? It was
Saturday.
So Saturday is the day of rest?
Yes, it is.
You are so bonkers, my love.
Okay, listen to me, right?
I'm trying to.
Which day is Good Friday? Which day is they said Jesus Christ crucified?
The what?
Which day they say he crucified on the cross?
I don't know. Was it Good Friday? It couldn't have been that good because he got crucified. That was Bad Friday. That was Black Friday, and that's when the banks crashed. I'm so confused, Pam. When was Jesus crucified? About 2,000 years ago.
And a Friday. Then the Bible said a Sabbath straight on, and then he rose the first day of the week.
The Bible's wrong.
The Sunday. Okay, and you're right.
Thank you, Pam. Pam.
Yes.
I'm making an assumption here.
I am a new caller.
Oh well, bless you for. How long have you been listening for?
I listen a long time, and sometimes I want to hit you because
Sorry?
you just wind people up all the time.
I'm glad you've noticed,
Hey, Pam, you know where we are. I'll always let you in.
Don't encourage the listeners to come and hit me. If you love stories about Neil Diamond, wheelchairs, and his hatred for people in wheelchairs, then you're going to love this. I'm in trouble with my mum, Kath.
Yeah. Again.
I'm in trouble with my mum because Neil Diamond is playing a series of concerts. Every time Neil Diamond has been over in the last 20 years, I've taken my mum to go and see Neil Diamond.
So you've set a precedent, your fault.
Set the precedent of the United States of rock, Neil Diamond.
What? Who's going to see Neil Diamond?
Not my mum.
She's got beef.
She's got beef. She said, I knew, I've lied to my mum. I knew their tickets were going to go on sale. I couldn't be bothered, right? And she phoned up and said, I see Neil Diamond tickets have gone on sale 2 days ago. Maybe you could get me one for Christmas. I was like, I didn't realise. I'll have a look. Now, the thing is, right, my mum's in a wheelchair. Loads of people in wheelchairs love Neil Diamond.
Why?
I've got no idea. He just seems to speak their language. But there's not many wheelchair seats at the O2 Arena. And they're all at the back, which I think is rude. Anyway, that's by the by. And I know for a fact, having chased this horse before...
The Neil Diamond horse.
The Neil Diamond wheelchair horse... They'll all be gone. All the disabled seating area will be gone.
So, yeah, you're right. Don't even try for your mum.
Well, I mean...
for your mum, you know.
I'm not being funny. It's not my fault she's in a wheelchair.
Oh.
And if she could walk, I could get her tickets...
Oh, right, so it's her fault.
Well, I mean...
It's Neil Diamond's fault, but mostly your mum's fault.
It's not... I mean, technically, it's not my mum's fault, but I certainly hold her responsible.
Kind of blame her, yeah.
I blame her for it, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Well, OK, well, what I'll do today is I'll phone up the O2 Arena and say, have you got any wheelchair... We haven't got any. They sold out really quickly. Neil Diamond speaks their language. And then my mum's heart will be broken. And it'll be your fault, Catherine.
Oh, right, OK. I sat next to you the other day and you went, I'm not going to get her tickets.
Sorry?
You said you weren't going to bother.
Whoa. I don't think I said anything of the sort.
You did. And you threw in a sexual swear word.
I did, actually.
I'm not going to get any tickets.
All right, now you put it like that. Yeah, I remember saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in terrible
trouble. You see, you're silly because my mum just expects a panto ticket every year.
No.
Neil Diamond's something else.
Well, we're going to go... Oh, flipping it. Right pain, isn't it?
I know.
I mean, it's more of a pain for her. She's the one...
That's not going to see...
That's not going to see... I mean, I could technically go myself. I'd be able to get a normal seated ticket, so I could go...
Why don't you go?
Tell her what it's like.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Or maybe phone her when you're in there.
Have you given her any red wine?
You suggesting I get my mother drunk?
Well, it will take her mind off it.
Of the I sing today.
Yeah, you're right. She won't want to see that in real life, will she?
Nah, I think I'll go and just draw pictures and show them to her. On the show on Wednesday, I done said this, innit? What idiot thought that this would make a good opening song?
Oh, no.
We're not playing the bland... I hate reggae, but the bland white reggae, that caused this to happen. People are doing what I like to call the hit and indeed the run. They're phoning up to have a pop, and then when Kelly tries to phone them back to get them on air... They, David, you decided to answer the phone, did you?
Yeah, really.
Because you phoned up to have a pop and then you bottled it. Kelly's phoning you back. You got a bit scared.
No, I got scared. I was at work, so I just got back in advance.
You got scared? You just got back in advance?
In the van.
Oh, you got back in the van. Okay, you're back in the van. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Lee.
It's Ian.
You can't say that you can't say you hate reggae.
I can't say it. I hate reggae.
No, you can't hate reggae.
I can hate reggae. I hate it. I'm hating reggae now. I hate it.
Yeah. No, you can't hate reggae. It's not good to hate reggae.
Yeah. Right. First of all, it's Ian, and secondly, I can say I hate reggae. I'm saying it. I hate reggae.
You cannot hate reggae.
I can't hate reggae. I hate reggae.
Okay, Mr. Lee. All right, good, Ian.
Why can't I say I hate reggae?
Yeah, but because there's a lot of West Indians listening to this program.
Well, I'm not saying I hate West Indians.
The reggae music, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I hate West India. Wherever that is. The West Indies. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't like the reggae music.
Oh, all right, Ian. I hear you.
Yeah.
Anyway, good program.
Yeah, isn't it? Hang on a second, what's this doing here? What's this,
Big shout out to David.
What?
Patchy Indian boom shakalaka.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
Come on, wind it.
You think he could have afforded real trumpets? Oh, no.
Come on.
You're having a laugh, aren't you? Oh. Bye-bye.
Oh, what was that?
What? That's my bottom squeaking. I'm going to be funny, hang on. Oh, I can't do it now.
I like how he warns us that it's going to be funny, and then never is.
Fax it up. Hang on,
Can you...
Shh. Hang on.
What is he?
Hang on.
Can you...
Hang on a minute. It's a squeak. Hang on.
Okay, so he's just trying to get his chair to squeak.
Oh, I've got my boy's supper on my cardigan. Right.
Oh, great.
Right.
Oh, shh. This is good. This is good. Oh, shh. Oh, probably time you got off my lap, Kath.
I was going to say, can you put your trousers on now? But we both did the joke and neither of us were funny.
I think yours is better.
It's better, babe.
You do the rest.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Here's another bit of stuff, apart from me.
I don't get it.
She's a bit of stuff.
She's not, though.
She is. Look at her.
I know, exactly. It's embarrassing. I don't get Benedict Cumberbatch. First of all, I mean, as names go, gosh, really? Your surname's Cumberbatch? So they decided to call you Benedict? How many C's and E's does a man need in his own name? Sherlock poses a double mystery. Sherlock fans must think they are seeing double with these two pictures of Benedict Cumberbatch. But it's elementary. Madame Tussauds unveiled his waxwork in London yesterday, and the lifelike figure would fool even Dr. Watson. Well, no, it wouldn't, because all waxworks, as we know, are rubbish. And Benedict Cumberbatch looks like a waxwork. That's why this waxwork might seem particularly good, because he looks like a waxwork.
I like
with
him.
A slightly melted face.
I like his funny face.
He's always. I don't get him. He's always whinging because he's posh. And he thinks it's unfair that he only gets posh parts. Well, you're posh, mate. The wax... Why do people still go to Madame Tussauds? Because it's rubbish, isn't it? Really?
I don't know. I've never been.
I don't think British people go. I think it's the French, maybe the Italians, that tend to go. Because there's always a big queue. On the Marylebone Road, when you drive past it, there's always a massive queue of idiots queuing in to go and see plastic things, go and see big, giant candles.
Do you know they used to use the heads of real...
People,
yeah, to do those.
What do you mean, to do those?
Madame Tussauds was like a revolutionary, and she used to take the heads of the fallen aristocrats.
Here we
Say
go.
fallen, they've been pushed into something sharp and had their heads whacked off.
Here we go, yeah.
This is from Horrible Histories, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
You'd know if you'd watch it.
Yeah.
And she used to dip their heads in wax, and then she used to put fake eyes and teeth in
Now that I'd go and see. A real head dipped in wax.
People did.
A real head dipped in hundreds of thousands. Yummy.
Did you ever go and see that Bodyworks exhibition?
No, that was the German fella who had loads of dead bodies.
Yeah, I went to see that. It put me right off Parma ham for a good 6 months.
Really?
I like Ripley's.
Oh, yeah, I know what. I'm going to go and pay 20-odd quid to go and look at a load of old rubbish.
Yeah, it's good rubbish. There's like a giant house made out of matchsticks.
What do you like to look at, Ian?
Myself. I like to look at myself in the mirror and do this with my hair.
What else?
I also like to look at my monkey's record collection and do this with my hair.
And when you're not doing that, what do you do?
This with my hair.
Oh.
Here's how I started the show on Thursday, the 23rd of October, 2014, live on BBC Three Counties Radio from Studio 1B here in the heart of Luton.
And your stories from 7.
Mark Forrest.
I'll bring you the best bits from everything that's been happening on BBC Local Radio.
Today on BBC Three Counties Radio.
Will you, Mark? Are you going to bring this bit? Because this is the best bit that's happening on BBC Local Radio right now, suckers. This is what's happening on BBC Radio Norfolk. You ready?
The little light rain or drizzle possible at times.
Yeah. You want that?
The limited
Do you want that?
sunny spells.
If you want that,
but
go online.
Up to 16 Celsius.
If you want it, go and chase. Go and chase it. Oh, he's gone. This is what you're getting, suckers. You're stuck with it. Lots coming up on the show this morning, including Kelly Betts.
Hello.
Catherine Boyle.
What's up?
Craig Lewis. He's upstairs. And Dirty Pillows. Oh, dodgy decisions. And hooray, hooray for Bedfordshire Day. It's never going to happen, but we'll discuss it anyway. Who writes this rubbish, Kath?
Me.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually sits down and writes it, and you've heard her voice, you know her name, it's Catherine Boyle.
Came out of my brain.
Yes, didn't it just? Down your trouser leg and out through your foot.
Yeah, which I type with.
Some people do, don't they?
Yeah.
I never got those people that could paint with their feet. I never get people that can paint with their hands or their mouth. I can't paint. And yet some people could do it with various parts of their body that weren't designed for painting. Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
08459 455 555. What have you ever painted?
Of course.
That's a good phone
I'm
in.
a good painter.
This is BBC Three Counties Radio.
Excellent painter.
Do my Mick Jagger. Oh, yeah, Mick Jagger.
But he paints.
I can do
Janet Street Porter.
I can do all the rock stars. Name a rock star that's either David Bowie or Mick Jagger or Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan and I'm doing a painting.
Neil Diamond.
That wasn't on the list.
Man, I'm so tired.
No, come on, guys. Leave Diamond out of this. You know I got beef with Diamond. He doesn't like disabled people. What's that all about? David Bowie. I'm David Bowie and I'm doing a painting on the internet using a touch-screen computer.
So hang on, do Bob Dylan again?
Yeah, Bob. I can't do Bob. I can't do them like
That was
that.
a proud boast, wasn't it?
So all you can really do is a bit of David Bowie who sounds
My
like Bob
My
Dylan.
name is Donovan, and I'm painting a picture of Atlantis.
You plum.
Who was the other one I just said I could do? I'm having fun with
Mick
me.
Jagger.
Oh, yeah. Mick Jagger. I've got to do the hands. Mick Jagger. I'm painting a picture with my bum. I could do all the rock stars, guys. If you want to phone up and have a rock star impression off, 08459 455 555. I'm in that kind of mood today. Seriously, let's just go back to Radio Norfolk. Oh.
Fair play, that's good.
Now that I've found you, I can lecture. Yes, I can. We did a job swap this week and a coat swap. Here's how it went down. Am I missing out by having no Rufus Wainwright in my record collection? Because people love Rufus Wainwright. He's very prolific. I've heard him interviewed. I think he's a funny guy. Funny guy. Hey, he's a funny guy. He does all the genres, the pop, the country, the opera, the music, all the genres. But am I missing something, just?
I think you've got to try it for yourself. I think you've got to go home. I think you've got to play the music. And if it works for you, it works for you.
What you're saying is you've not heard any?
Well...
That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes,
Are you
that's what I'm saying.
Are you suggesting I should dip into Rufus Wainwright?
Why not?
OK. Catherine, are you a fan of Rufus Wainwright, the RW?
I don't know, but I feel like I would like to be.
I feel I would like to be.
Because there are people I like who like them.
I remember ages
like
ago,
the Wainwrights.
A friend of mine said, you've got to listen to this Rufus Wainwright song, you'll love it. And I didn't listen to it. I don't click on links.
His sister is also a singer, isn't
Well, his dad's Loudon Wainwright, who used to ruin the Jasper Carrot show in the late
really?
70s.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got nothing to do for the next 2 hours. I might YouTube him and, see. I'll let you know if it's worth a...
Ouch.
What?
What you just said.
Would I say something
Nothing
wrong?
to do for the next 2 hours.
Oh.
Producing a groundbreaking breakfast show, I thought.
Oh, that, yeah, but I can do that with half an ear. Oh, he's walking out.
Goodness me.
Get knotted, Kath. Get knotted. Ta-ra.
OK. My plan has worked. My plan has worked, Justin.
Orcs.
What we're going to do then, let's have a look in the papers and see... Oh, there's this thing about the purple dog. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't actually.
They've stolen this dog, £16,000 for an admittedly cute dog. They're calling it a lilac bulldog. It doesn't look lilac to me. It looks kind of like a sort of buff brown colour. What do you reckon?
Well, do you know, every time I've been on the streets on this one, talking to dog owners, I've never come across anybody who's ever had their dog stolen. Not one person. I don't know. There could be somebody listening right now. It's happened to them.
Could be something in that.
I don't know. But there's a few other things as well in the papers.
Is this one? Have you seen the tattooed woman?
No. Go on. Tell me more.
Ian's just banged on the window and he's wearing my jacket. It's very, very tiny and tight on him. He looks lovely. Actually.
Bless him.
Turns out producing is easy, presenting very, very hard.
Well, if producing is just wearing my jacket, but of course it's not.
No, it's not. It's watching Good Morning, This is Britain with the subtitles on.
Yeah, it is.
And talking about women's things.
Yeah, that is pretty much what we do.
that was then. This is now Friday's material, and it can't have been as good as the rest of the week. I don't think the Friday section is going to be very long this week.
Morning, Ian.
You're right.
Yes, fine. Yeah.
You sound a little bit groggy. Do you have a big night out on a bender last night?
No. I'm okay.
Okay. What have you got for us, And?
Well, Ian, I think that you're a bit loud in the morning.
Sorry?
You're very loud. You're not shouting.
Yeah.
And it's a bit much in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think you're very bad to your girls in the studio. I mean, when
you called them my girls.
When your
I
lady
call them
took
colleagues.
over yesterday,
Yes.
she was really good.
Sorry?
She was quiet.
Well, Catherine, my lady, took over yesterday. Yeah.
I'm smooth, that's why. Smooth.
Are you?
Smooth as silk.
You've never told me that before. What? So what you say? Andy, two things. Right. One is jog on. The second one is you could turn the volume down.
Yeah, but even when you turn the volume down, you're still loud.
Flipping it. So what?
You must be one of the loudest broadcasters in the country, but I do like you. I like you a lot, actually.
I like you a lot, but... Yeah. So, OK, well, tell me what you want done differently, Andy, because you pay my wages, and we'll listen. Go on, what have you got, boss?
Just a little bit quieter.
OK, so how about something like this?
Yeah, that's nice, you see. That's very nice.
You
in
like
the
that?
morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And do I get louder as the morning progresses, or am I allowed...
You do.
But do I have to stay like this until 9 o'clock?
Well, not necessarily.
No, at what time can I start to raise the volume level, Andy? When would that suit you, sir?
About 8:59.
Yeah. Do you know what you can do, Andy?
Yeah.
You can shove that up your bum. Get lost. What a chancer.
Good points, well made.
Oh, don't you, Justin? Don't encourage those idiots.
You are a bit full on in the morning.
No.
Yeah,
Maybe you could start the programme with a "Good morning, sleepy eyes."
No, right. Listen, I'm not going to say something as creepy as that, for goodness sakes.
Why not? It works.
Hey, baby.
Right, why are you all
Throw that duvet back.
Right.
Stick your leg out.
Oh, for goodness sake. Why are you all ganging up on me, right? I am effectively your boss. Kelly, I noticed you're being very quiet. Well done. You're going to get a raise. Catherine?
You're not the boss of me.
Well, technically I am.
No, you're not.
Whose show is this? Whose name's above the door, Just?
It's yours.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, who writes all your scripts?
Who
decides what you're going to talk about?
Who breathes life into those soulless words? It's the singer, not the song, that makes the music...
You won't mind if I delete them all?
No, whoa. Let's keep the scripts there, shall we? But let's just bear in mind...
Just recognise.
Let's see how we get on next week when you're bunking off, shall we?
Let's.
Yeah, let's.
I think that we all do a really good job.
Keep out of this, Bets.
You're not Switzerland in this one.
Fans of the Buckinghamshire children's author Enid Blyton are hoping that news of a film deal could do for her what Harry Potter did for J.K. Rowling. The Magic Faraway Tree series is set to be developed for a live-action film by the Neal Street Productions, owned by director Sam Mendes. However, like many of Blyton's works, the four-book series has been edited over time. Characters Dick and Fanny have fallen by the wayside, replaced by Rick and Franny. So what's wrong with Fanny? Justin Deedy has been asking that very question in Barton-le-Clay, the home of our big tour this week.
Nothing's wrong with the name Fanny. My great-grandmother was called Fanny. It's an old English name.
So anybody who's got an issue with Fanny, what would you say to those people?
Get over it. There's nothing wrong with the name.
Debbie, what's wrong with Fanny?
Nothing, but today, there's everything wrong with everything, isn't there? So they always find something wrong with something. Doesn't offend me at all.
It's not politically correct. I think the world's gone mad, personally, and I think that we shouldn't be so wrapped up in it all. We should all just get along and, in America they have fanny packs, don't they? Does that mean that they can't... I don't understand it, really, to be honest.
Very good point, well made. If there was a film out, I've got a funny feeling you'd go and watch it, wouldn't you?
I would, definitely. Of course you would. Of course you would. It takes you back to a bygone era, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
So, a very quick question for you. What's wrong with Fanny?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I read Enid Blyton.
Do you think there's anything wrong with Fanny?
No, not really.
And anybody who says that name hasn't got a place in our society nowadays, what would you say to those people?
I don't know. I'm going to Cash Point.
Thank you, sir. Liz, good morning. Here we are in Barton, the home of our big tour. Again, you were, like many people here, a massive Enid Blyton fan. Come on, what's wrong with Fanny?
Nothing's wrong with Fanny.
Does it amaze you that that name has been changed already, and if a film comes out, it could be changed again?
It shouldn't be changed. There's nothing wrong with the name at all.
Fanny's Fanny,
Fanny
at the end of the day.
Fanny, yes, it is.
About 15 years ago, I had to have the top of my head cut off.
Flippin' heck! I didn't know that bit! Oh. When you say the top cut off...
Well, if you can imagine the top of the head is like an egg.
Yeah.
They removed a quarter of the egg above the eye to go into the brain to fix an aneurysm.
Right, hang on a second, there's so much in this. When you say they did it like an egg, they didn't bash the top bit, did they, and then cut it off with a knife?
They do actually have to bash it about to get it on, apparently.
And how high... enjoy your breakfast, guys. How high above the eye... I mean, is it just above the eyebrow they cut?
Well, if you can imagine a large piece from the front, it was the left-hand side on my head.
Yeah.
They have to take that out. Now, once they fixed it, they fit it back on. But the problem I had was with the pressure that goes in the spinal cord and the head, my brain started leaking through my nose.
Hang on a minute, what was leaking through your nose?
Brain fluid.
Oh, my...
But when they put the piece of skull back on, it's not a perfect fit.
No, they lost a bit. What does brain juice taste like?
It's just very watery, and I've tasted loads of it because it was literally, I had to lay down there. As soon as I lifted my head, the brain juice would flow out of my nose. I'll tell you another quick one. I had to have another operation after that.
We've got 20 seconds, go on.
A guy was pushing me in the bed to the operating theatre, and he had his headphones on and everything. He weren't really interested in me. He crashed the bed, and the brain fluid bag burst open.
Well, thanks very much for downloading my podcast. You can get it from the BBC Three Counties website. You can also get it by going to...
They already know. They've already done it.
It might be... New people might be listening in someone's car going, well, this is really great, but I don't want to say I want to get the podcast because I don't want to look uncool, because I remember that guy from the telly 15 years ago. Well, you're not uncool. You're very, very cool. You're hip to the scene. And if you are travelling in someone's car and you're earwigging on their iPod podcast, you can get it by going to the BBC Three Counties website. You can also go to iTunes, type in Iain Lee BBC. If you don't type in BBC, you get all the other rubbish stuff I did. And then if you leave a nice comment, then Catherine will pop round to your house and give you a kiss on both cheeks. And then on the face. I'm talking buttocks.
It's true, though.
I know what you're talking about. I'm grateful, but, you know...
If you want to say... Oh, by the way, this is a new thing we can do, right? Is if you're listening on the podcast, you never listen live, you can still call in to the show... between 6 and 9, Mondays to Fridays.
Yeah, ring us up.
Ring us up.
Honestly, we're not fussy. We'll talk about anything.
I tell you what we'll do. This is going to be so successful. In the next podcast, we're going to have a section of podcast callers who... I've got to be quick because the phone's going. Section of podcast callers who've called during the show. 08459 455 555. Bye!
Thanks for listening to this free download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and bucks, on FM, AM, digital radio, and online at bbc.co.uk/3counties.